What's your strongest opinion that's not political, religious or moral? It's much more important to be predictable on the road than polite. When it is your turn, go. I really hate when I'm trying to turn left onto a side street on a 4-lane road and a car coming from the opposite direction stops so I can turn in front of them. Not only are they blocking traffic, they, and the line of cars now stuck behind them, are blocking my view of the lane to their right, so there's no way I'm going to turn before that mess clears up. Then they act like I'm being rude by refusing to go, like I'm the one holding *THEM up. People should learn that saying "I don't know" is a perfectly acceptable thing to say, and very often the most accurate. Yes. Best doctor I ever had gave this answer to a question I had, then took me across the hall to her office where she pulled a book off the shelf and *LOOKED@UP*. Swimming should be taught to every child. To piggyback off this, it should be taught at a very young age as well. Teaching a baby to float on their back after dropping in water is a literal lifesaver. Advertisements should never under any circumstance be more than 30 seconds long. YouTube, *PLAYS that's over 2 hours long during music playlist *. The Oxford comma is proper, necessary, and correct. God, I would die on this hill. I have a coworker who tries to get me to take it out of official documents constantly. Weekends are sacred, and you can pry my free Saturday out of my cold dead hands. And even then good luck, because I will have hot glued it to my hands. Jokes aside, self-care and de-stressing are important. Take care of yourself, people. Edit. For everyone saying this comment is indeed political/religious, I'm just saying that having some time off to recharge or take care of personal stuff is important. It does not matter when or how that time off is, as long as you have some. I just want people to be healthy. My boss asked me to come in on Saturday next month. Every Saturday. All month. In response, I took off all the Fridays. Due to corporate policy, he can't deny it. At the end of the month, I'll be quitting. This is the 5th time in less than a year he's tried to get me to do regular overtime, and I've had enough. If he wants someone working on Saturday, he can do it himself. Old people needs to start playing some video games. I work as a nurse and all I see is elderly wasting away in bed with nothing to do. They don't use their brain much when they sit in hospital bed or skilled facilities bed. Seriously, get a hobby. Slow that cognitive decline. My dad is 74, and a year ago I brought my HTC Vive and computer over to my parents' place and he tried it. He was instantly hooked. He'd spend hours playing Air Car on Steam, which is just a free tech demo, where you drive around a flying car in a Blade Runner-esque setting. For his birthday this year, my brother and I bought him a Quest 2, and now he plays Medal of Honor all the time and calls me up every day to tell me the progress he's made. It's amazing. Also, my dad was not a gamer beforehand, at all. That you largely parent teens by parenting 0 to 12-year-olds. Them's fighting word. For real though, a good childhood should yield a good teenage years. Everyone makes decisions and can fuck shit up. But most teens labeled bad are just normal. But fuck up raising a kid and the chances of them getting it together in high school are low. Most TV shows don't need as many seasons as they think they do. Quit while you're ahead and stop ruining perfectly good shows by stuffing them with garbage so you can get more money. Same goes with movies and sequels. Anyway, here's Fast and the Furious 20. A burger is supposed to be eaten with 2 hands and be able to be bitten through with a single bite. None of this quadruple decker swimming in sauce, gold leaf truffle bullshit. That might be something, but it's not a burger. Just make them wider, not taller. It's not a real meeting if there's no agenda. Plans are useless, but planning is essential. A shirt that requires you to wear a shirt underneath it should cost less, because it is not a shirt. This is 90% of women's fashion. Charities must be 100% transparent on all donations amounts, and how it has been spent, including details of salaries, and how much trips and things costed them to operate. In Singapore, a mega church misappropriated $50 million in order to fund the pastor's wives. Drivers who don't indicate when turning are selfish scum, and they cause a lot of accidents. If you take a shit at public toilets, flush. Also when you're at someone home. There's absolutely no reason for women's clothes to have fake show pockets instead of real pockets, beyond the fashion industry realizing they can force women to buy purses and charge them hundreds of dollars just to carry around things that would be far more convenient to wear on your body instead. I've spent an ungodly amount of hours cutting open the slots on these fake pockets and hand sewing in fabric to make pockets, just to add into pants the basic functionality that guys' pants always have. Lol. Social media was a good idea that has been corrupted and is assisting in the decline of civilization. Totes agree. The documentary The Social Dilemma really opened my eyes. The fact that most of the founders and creators of social media sites now don't recognize them as their original creations and don't let their kids use them at all is so telling. Turn signals. Edit. A legal opinion may be political. Sorry. Had a guy stop at an intersection yesterday with no turn signal and then like 6 seconds later decides to turn. Most infuriating thing that had happened to me in a while. The world doesn't need any more influencers and motivational speakers. Yes, we are motivated and influenced enough for many generations. Ads with a skip button are more effective than ones without. If an ad has a skip button you can choose whenever you're interested in said product or not. This provides more clear info to advertisers too. An unskippable ad makes a person associate the company with a negative experience, therefore downgrading the company. Having ads in a TV subscription is just greedy and should be illegal. Honorable mention to Amazon Prime advertising their own shows before allowing you to watch the one you want to watch. Nobody thinks about you as much as you think they do. Edit. Thank you for the awards. I'm an overthinker, so while I know this must be just a fact for many, for me it took maturity and time and work to own it as a healthy opinion. I always assume people don't think about me at all when I'm not right there, and then I'm shocked when people tell me they heard someone else talking about me. So far I've only been told about nice or neutral things, but of course they wouldn't tell me the bad stuff, so it just makes me nervous. Rack your weights, you meaningless excuse for intelligent life. In my gyms there are posters saying the last set is racking your weights. And it generally works. If you don't put the shopping cart back, you are a piece of shit. Piggybacking off this, I have never worked in a grocery store. If you decide you don't want an item and just put it in a random place, you're a sack of shit. Recognize when someone doesn't have the capacity for conversation/small talk, please, or go away. I'm a man and I know women get it worse, but goddamn. Don't ask me why I'm quiet, don't tell me to smile, etc. Some days I just don't have that energy. Some days I just use up the extrovert part of my personality and I'm dead. Read the room. Please. I fucking hate when people tell me to smile. Do I really have a reason to? No. Please leave me. If you can barely afford a pet, don't get one. Giving a pet a healthy life has costs that most people are unwilling to invest in. That being said, there are many elderly animals that really don't need much more than somewhere comfortable to spend the rest of their life. I'd hate for people to miss out on companionship because they can't afford it, and adopting and loving animals with late stage or inoperable illnesses does more for them than $1000s would do at the vet. Being blood doesn't mean your family. I will cut you off. OMG, this is a horrible trope on American TV. Character, but he's my father vertical bar brother vertical bar cousin vertical bar son, so I have to support him. No, you don't. Recently, I've been on a big kick for hating that people lie about their private life and they make money off of it. Like, I don't care what you do in your personal time, but you have people that tell you that they diet and exercise and get absolutely massively jacked, and you should buy their programs. Spoiler, they're on steroids. People who've gone to the gym religiously for 10+ years don't have half the size they do, in spite of having good diet and personal training, and a celebrity goes to the gym for 6 months and gets massive? I don't blame them when 100+ million is on the line, but let's not lie about it. Rob McElhenney of Always Sunny fame does great interviews about how he got jacked and how you can too, with a personal chef, personal trainer, no good tasting food, no alcohol, and $100 million. Kids can tell the difference between quality shows and shows that are corporate industrial garbage, so stop making corporate industrial garbage kids shows. Tell that to my toddler, who shuns my attempts to make her love Blue Eye in favor of fucking Cocomelon. B-days should be more common in the US. Everyone's eating ass but nobody is washing ass. MO American Englisher. If I buy a car, I want to own it without paying a subscription to use the radio or heated steering wheel. It now costs £18 month for heated seats in BMWs. Never predicted that microtransactions would transcend into actual cars. Social media is one of the worst things that has ever happened to humanity. Yeah, maybe we weren't meant to know everyone's thoughts so much, it's too much. If you can't handle alcohol and know you're a really shitty drunk, you shouldn't drink. Cheese tastes better the thinner it is sliced. Hot spices need to be an additional flavor. If it's the only thing I taste, then you failed. Saying please, thank you, and good morning to people who are ready for it are part of a functioning society. Gratitude creates happiness. This isn't mine, but it is my favorite. Boneless chicken wings are just chicken nuggets rebranded to sell to adults. Look, the bones just slow me down. If little acts of courtesy/kindness were more normal, it would be better for everyone. Instead, most people act like assholes. For example, yesterday at the butcher they asked me and a lady who had both been waiting a bit who was next. She said me, but I saw her already waiting when I walked in and explained that. She then asked how much I was getting, as she would be getting a lot of stuff. I was only buying one thing, so I went first and was done in less than a minute. Walking out, I realized how insanely rare an interaction like this is, and also how sad that is. Just two people being nice to each other and looking out for the other in a small way. Fake pockets can suck my dick. Also start putting pockets on dresses. We all deserve pockets. Nobody I know has ever agreed with me on this one, but different shapes of pasta absolutely taste different. Rotini, pen, spaghetti etc. all have very distinct flavors even from the same brand. Dunno why. Maybe it's the surface area on your tongue, or how they cook due to thickness/whatever else, but they definitely taste different to me. They definitely hold sauces differently.